It still looks like Georgia is going to get the top two defensive tackles in the country, Justice Terry and Elijah Griffin, but it might be a little longer than the Bulldogs want to wait. Terry seems to be waiting until the early signing period now. It seems like Alabama has been making a very strong push, not only with the coaching staff, but with some players on the team for Terry. And then Georgia has done a really nice job of not really pushing too hard to get his commitment again. Remember, Terry was committed to Georgia, then flipped to USC on a visit, and then, like many Southeast prospects, backed off of that pledge to the Trojans, only to open back up again. His coach told me that Georgia, Florida State, Alabama are all pretty much equally recruiting him, but this does feel like a Georgia Alabama battle, if you want to even call it that. I would still be surprised if he ended up anywhere other than Athens again. Georgia has a way of closing on these kids that I think is going to be very impressive. But then there's the case of Griffin, who is basically down to Georgia, Miami, and USC. But then again, would be surprising if he went anywhere other than Athens. I remember even 2 or 3 years ago at the Army, at the All American Bowl Combine, he showed up in a Georgia sweatshirt, young kid, looked great then, still looks great. It is a little surprising that he just hasn't shut it down and picked the Bulldogs. And, Miami has a significant NIL pitch. USC is putting their pitch together. And I've been told that they're at least guardedly optimistic that they're still in this. But I would be surprised still if Georgia didn't land Justice Terry and Elijah Griffin on signing day or before.